here, Ian, because we're going to do a lead-in for the show. Stay tuned to watch us make the rage juice. Ah!
You chill out, man.
Welcome to Comment Cocktails. I'm your host, Derrick Schommer. Ian Andrews and we're going to make you the rage juice.
Rage juice. Produced today by...
My nipples hurt.
Sean McGonagall.
McGonagall. Thank you, Sean.
Sean, you make me think of Harry Potter and Professor McGonagall. Obviously.
You make me think of the guy's package we packed today and shipped out to him. No, I didn't say that. Keep going. I want a little pause and then see if I can get a reaction.
I'm glad you continued with that.
He purchased something at Also Drinks on probably yesterday.
This was submitted by Engage the Rage.
I know.
I'm going to read through the ingredients and then I like the directions.
Yeah.
The ingredients are an ounce of light rum. We're using Captain Morgan White. Ounce of vodka. We got 6100. Is that right? Vodka 6100.
6100.
Ounce triple sec. Triple sec. Luxardo. Ounce pineapple juice.
Pineapple juice.
Ounce of orange juice. We're using orange juice. An ounce of cranberry juice. An ounce of sweet and sour we're going to make on the fly.
Spray cranberry coating.
The ingredients are, the instructions are to add all liquids to a shaker, then add ice and shake it until it's as cold as my ex's heart. Then strain it into a tall glass with fresh ice and drink up and enjoy.
So I'm guessing he's divorced.
Something like that. That's an interesting description to say that.
Yep. What are we making? Sour mix?
Yeah.
So the sour mix Ian's gonna make has a little bit of demerara in it.
Yeah. Which is fine. It's just gonna have a little bit of molasses flavor.
We could, and the other option, since I don't have any pure sugar on me right now, is I made this gummy syrup. It's super thick, like molasses, and it's rich in sugar. So it might just make it harder to make this sour mix, but it could add some cool texture to it. Yep. In this case, since it's really a build of sour mix, it might not be that great. But Jennifer, you're dying over there?
She's dying off camera. Good job, Jen.
I'm trying to do it quietly.
Die off camera.
So do you want to use the gummy or do you want to use... we'll use the demerara. So to make it on the fly, you've probably seen the sour mix video. If not, go watch it. But sour mix is half lemon lime, half sweet and sour, or half simple syrup. So we're doing, for an ounce, we're doing half ounce of simple syrup, quarter ounce lime, quarter ounce lemon. Comes out to an ounce.
And some people will do all lemons or all limes depending on what the sour mix is going into. Like a tequila, it might just be all lemon. I like the difference because lemons and limes do not taste the same.
They have different acid content.
Yeah. And
malic acid versus the absorbic acid.
I'll go with that. Absorbic.
Vitamin C.
Absorbic acid. And if you wanted to use, we're using the demerara, you can use just pure cane sugar to make your simple syrup that way.
Which how it's normally done.
Yeah, it's not going to make that much difference. This is a pretty complicated drink, and I don't think the demerara is going to make that much of a nuanced flavor. This would be probably closer to just sweetness level, but you wouldn't be able to do the half one in this case because it's just super sugary. But I'm going to be posting the recipe. This is my test subject where I bought a bunch. This is what it looks like. If you wanted to make your own, I'll tell you how to do it right now. If you want to make your own gummy syrup, you go out to like Amazon, you can get Arabic powder. This is a pound of Arabic powder.
It's not powdered Arabs either.
No, there's no Arabic people.
There's no dead people in there.
It's a pound. It costs $17.32, I think, with Amazon Prime. You can get like an ounce for like $8. It doesn't make any sense because I don't want to. If you have an ounce, you're limiting yourself. Then I added a quarter cup of water to, I think it was 2 tablespoons of the powder. Let that sit, or boil the water, get it hot, pour it into the over the powder and let it sit there for about 3 hours, and it's going to gel up. Just stir it until it goes kind of clear, just like you would with simple syrup. It clears it out, kind of has a brown, smells like taco spice for some reason.
Strange.
Yeah, I know. And then put that off the side for 2 to 3 hours. Then you just make a rich simple syrup or super rich simple syrup because it's going to be super thick. And then you add that super thick syrup to the thickening agent, you've got yourself a gum syrup. And the whole purpose of the gum syrup is to add a nice rich texture. So as a good example, if you're curious, make yourself, what has sugar in it, like a Manhattan? No, the other one, old fashioned. If you made an old fashioned with sugar, make an old fashioned with simple syrup.
Which typically you would do with a sugar cube, so you get the granularity to express the orange.
Try it with a gum syrup instead and just see what some of the difference is. Or whiskey sour. If you're going to use a sugar, use a syrup and try it. See how the textures change.
Where'd that glass go that long? Oh, you got it. Not quite as cold as Nix's heart yet.
Keep shaking.
I think it's almost there, though.
How do you know how cold her heart is?
It's got to be like you don't want to touch it. Not even makeup sex. You don't want to touch it. What's today? Wednesday? So you want to go and be like Sean and head over to patreon.com/CMC and help us continue to promote the show and build the show and grow the show. I've been buying a lot of crazy stuff like the gum syrup. If you want to see the recipe, if you're like, I don't understand what you just said, I'm going to be posting the gum syrup recipe on homecocktailmenu.com because we're using it in the next book. So I wanted to make sure that there's a homemade version if you don't want to buy Liber & Co., which is a completely fine brand, works perfect.
It's a great brand.
Yeah, if you like the homemade stuff or you're going to be making a lot for large parties and you want to save some money, you can make the recipe post out there. Patreon subscribers are still in some way synergistically helping to provide for that because I have to buy gum syrup. I've got to buy a bunch of these stupid little temperature gauges to do some ice testings.
Who doesn't love Synergy? I mean, Synergy's great.
Synergy's good. Whoa, this drink looks like a peach.
Yeah, looks pretty cool.
Clear ice wouldn't have made any difference.
Nope.
You know what it needs?
Told you so.
A straw or
Yeah,
garnish?
it needs a straw. I don't
You
think
want a glass or do you want
it's in a glass. No, a glass straw's fine. I got replacements coming though for our Dharma ones that I broke, or you broke, or she broke.
a...
Everybody buy.
Everybody breaks glasses. Still has straws.
I want to suck on this thing.
I know you do. Looks like a penis. I knew you were going to go right for it. I had a feeling. I'm hooked on my feeling.
That was a big drink. That was a sip.
It's actually kind of yummy, but really strong. It's like the alcohol burn kind of in the back of the.
Oh, well, I took
Taste of that
a
mouth.
huge sip and I let it sit there for a while.
Well, there's like a lot of the fruit up front, right?
Yeah, it is fruity. It's like if there was a guy drink that wasn't a chick drink but had all the chick drink properties.
That's it.
Rage
juice.
I made
I'm okay with it.
Angry?
Not yet. Give it time.
a lot of acid.
We'll see if we fight later.
I
I got my new angry T-shirt on.
forgot to change my
Punisher
t-shirt. I just got
Looks like a
Partina.
comb, only with the skull head.
It's the Punisher.
I think I have.
Watch yourself. Not
You're fine. Yep. I think I have a Partina shirt on.
Looks like it.
Logo.
Sell out.
I know.
There.
So yeah, here it is. It's potent. It's juicy. And when I say chick drink, of course, all the chicks are all
Because it's
angry.
kind of fruity.
But the classification that people like to put, usually in the bar when there's no women around, is that anything that's red, fruity, and makes you look
somewhat
less like
sweet.
a man. Yeah, sweet.
The balance is towards the sweet side. And it is on this. It's not so sour as it is sweet. But it's definitely strong.
Citrus, acidity,
Pineapple.
strength.
Sweetness.
Yeah. It's not exactly a balanced drink. There is a little bit more
It's
potency
like
here.
an 80s balance almost.
If I think you could have to balance this out a little bit more, maybe egg whites could help, but
that'd be interesting.
it would
It'll dry it
just-
out a bit.
Yeah, it maybe tone down some of the alcohol a little bit. More sugar, the gummy sugar maybe, or like a gum syrup in there instead. Maybe
Change the consistency a little bit.
just to bring up the sweetness even a little bit more.
I think the gummy syrup might be good just because it'll make it a little bit thicker and it won't go down so fast. Because that's
That's really
kind of a refreshing flavor.
That's the challenge. Is these drinks. I know Stanley. I think was looking for a poolside drink. There you go. It's the Rage juice.
Have one at the pool. Then drink a few waters. Then you can have another maybe.
1, 2. It's only 3 ounces. What would be in a standard? If you think about it, it's 3 ounces, right? Doesn't sound so bad. It's a large glass, 14-ounce glass. I think the bee just flew by. But the fact of the matter is, 3 ounces is still almost the same as if you had a Manhattan.
Yeah.
Like straight up, right? And those are drinks where when you drink them, you know I just had a Manhattan. That's the quietest sneeze I've ever seen. My eyes would have blown right out of my skull.
They might still. I don't know. There's pressure back there.
Oh my god, they would have been hanging out. I've been like, hey guys.
I'm sweating.
It's the oldies. So
To the sneezies.
no, it's pretty good.
Menopause.
Menopause. I'm
Question
curious
of
on
the
what
day,
the
do you
foam
ever
is.
sweat when you sneeze?
No,
Your eyes water?
no.
Okay.
When I
He
sneeze,
sneezes like his whole lungs are
yeah.
coming
When
out.
I sneeze, everything happens.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I've heard it.
and you know what? I've tried. And the worst thing is, if I have back pain,
It's always the smaller guys who are louder. They walk louder. Big guys walk like they're walking on eggshells because they got yelled at their whole lives. Small guys don't care. They're
dude, if I
pack
can,
of rhinos.
if I can make that stop, like if I have like if my back is hurt or I injure my back, there's nothing I can do. What I have to do is brace myself up against the wall and try and stay straight as best I can.
Yes,
But
a sneeze with a bad back. Is bad
yeah, you
stuff.
fall right to the ground, or just lay on the ground and
I've pulled my back sneezing before. It sucks.
you went with that little sneeze you just did.
No,
Oh, because I was gonna say that's nothing.
with some real sneezes.
Yeah, you gotta have
Some
man
manly
sneezes.
sneezes.
This girly stuff. So, like I said earlier, go to patreon.com/CMC, and the least amount of things you can do to help us out is subscribe to the show and watch it.
Yeah.
Don't subscribe just because you want to be helpful. You have to watch the show. Views count more than subscribers do to me, to most people.
Definitely. Yeah.
So watch the show.
Get our view counts
It's
up.
not hard. You want? You click the button and walk on. If you're at
The
home,
views.
you can just do what my son does when he watches like
He
what
turns
the
it
heck's
on and watches
popular
it.
on most. He turns it on, then he plays his iPad, right? Then he eats dinner, then he leaves. Then the thing after
He's
YouTube's
Mr.
finished,
Connected.
but the video's done. It goes to the next one. So like it will, and that's not always the same show. It's just going through random. Like why is YouTube just playing in my living room?
Yeah, it's good marketing.
It's weird. Does anybody do that? Question of the day: how do you consume your YouTube? Do you watch it on your mobiles? Do you watch it on your TVs? I know some of our folks here do. Huh?
I only watch it on
Dave
the
does it
mobile.
on the Xbox.
On the Xbox.
I only do mobile when I'm driving. Otherwise, I watch it on my computer.
Good call.
I've done that. I've watched the show when I wasn't here before, driving at 85, commenting.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I like to watch
Real
it on
safe, real
my
safe.
Don't do what I do.
my iPad Pro. I like to tilt it up and watch the shows
Yes,
there. But I think everybody kind of does something a little bit different. And do you just let it play? Do you click to the next episode, or do you only watch one thing?
I watch what I want to see and I'm done.
Done.
Sometimes I'll browse around, but
Close it.
I gotta know what I'm watching. And
I'm
watch
done with
it-
YouTube right now.
Watch it intentionally.
Yeah. Well, there you
I'm
go.
almost done with Comcast. I just realized they raised my bill. $30 a couple months ago. I didn't even know.
Really?
Yeah, they're not gonna tell you.
No, they're gonna tell me. Cut channels out and raise
They
the
probably
prices.
have to.
Bastards.
I have to. Tell
I'm
you?
sure they sent something.
Oh, they probably said it was a notification on our website. You just have to log in to see it.
No, it was probably like a little thing at the bottom
Of your
the
first
bill
bill?
that you never.
There's probably an email that I don't look at because I auto bill. Which
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Anyway,
That's another question. You guys auto bill or do you still write checks?
I'm an auto biller.
Auto bill for the
Or
most
the
part.
bank writes them.
It's
Yeah, I had the
bitten
bank
me
write
more times than I can count, but I still do it.
Really?
Oh, you mean
I
because
can
your
forget
account
council
was...
stuff or
Yeah, it's better to forget to cancel stuff than to just not pay it though.
No.
In most cases,
They can go to
mortgage.
collection. I'm fine with it.
Well, depending on what it is. There you go. We're done. Hands off. We're teaching you how to drink.
Good. I'm gonna like it.
The orange really makes put some damage on that. It gives it a nice start.
I like the orange in that actually. That's a good cocktail. I like that.
It almost tastes like there's an orange bitter in there.
There was.